Thank you for joining us. How you could really magnify and upgrade the vitality and vigor in your life. Because let me tell you something. I do not care how determined, how much drive you have, how much desire you have. If you're physically and mentally unfocused and you don't have the energy and the vitality to actually make those things come true, let me tell you something. It's going to hinder your ability to follow through. It's going to hinder your ability to focus. It's going to hinder your ability to make those things come true and accelerate your growth much faster. Trust me when I say that. And every seminar I've taken, every audio program I've ever listened to, every leader I've listened to when it comes to health and happiness, let me tell you something, taking care of your physical body first and foremost, and your mind and the people around you, man, that's the number one, and everything expands from there. So one guy a long time ago said, Anthony, what's the number one investment you can make? I said, well, in your education. He said, well, yeah, okay, but in yourself, in your health, in paying for the supplements, the vitamins, the good meals, the organic foods. And then there are a lot of people out there can't afford that. I get that, but you can improve your health by eating just a bit better, adding some salads to your day. A salad, say an apple a day keeps a doctor away. A salad a day keeps acidosis away. It's very alkaline in nature. Right. So one of the things you can do is, and this is 12 weeks are going to be about simple steps, simple strategies. We're going to talk about one strategy at a time, one little idea at a time. And one little nugget, one little grain of wisdom we're going to give you each day. And today's is just taking small steps, not taking massive steps to making progress. So today is going to be dedicated to taking small steps, as Cam has been doing. This has been a process for him. This has been a process for me. I probably know, honestly, I've been in the health and fitness industry for 20 years now, and I've been studying, reading, elevating, reading professionals and nutrition experts, all these things, and then just making up and just gathering as much as I can, as much wisdom as I can. And I realize, it's the simplest approaches that work, not just the best, but long-term. Just as Cam said, oxygen, number one thing your body needs is oxygen. Number two is water, enough water in your body. And then I'd say number three, even above physical nutrition, is you have the mindset. Really prepare to have the mindset. So today really is just have the mindset. Forget about how many times you failed your previous, diets or New Year's resolutions. You know what? You can get back on the horse by taking one small step. And here's a great thing about it all. Analyze what you used to do with it, what's not working, how you sabotage yourself, examine and analyze it. And then here's what I want you to do. I want you to just basically focus in on taking small, minute steps. Why is it that the turtle beat the hare? It's because it took small, steady wins the race. But here's the reality. We have a turtle in us. We have a hare in us as well that wants to go fast, that wants to accelerate, who wants instant gratification. There is that hare in us all the time, but we also would have to take small steps. Think, here's kind of a paradox. Think small, be small, act small, think big, be big, okay? But yeah, have the big vision for health and vitality for long term. This has got to be long term. This is for the rest of your life. And then think small with the small step that you can take to actually making you just a little bit better that day, whether it be just, one little small victory like, hey, I chose an apple over a Coca-Cola. Man, that feel good. Or I chose a bottle of water over my coffee. Man, that's a victory. That's a small step, but man, will you start to condition new behaviors? And let me tell you something. I was on 100 Huntley Street all week talking about nutrition, talking about rest, talking about physical fitness, mental, emotional, spiritual fitness, all these things that we talk about on the show. And I was telling the people in the back and I was engaging with them about how important your health is, your physical health and what vitality is. And they were just totally engaged, and they were doing the breathing, they were drinking the water, and they were all, it was funny. Many of them were kind of embarrassed to drink coffee in front of me. And I said, no, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to love you where you are. Small, minute steps where you can make small progress, small steps, but have that big vision in mind, knowing that you're making little small upgrades each and every single day. The metaphor I like to use all the time is if Cameron and I were to fly to Hawaii from where we are right now, 10,000 miles away, over how far it is, and it takes 11 hours to get here from Toronto, but if we were to do that, we were to change the trajectory of our flight pattern by half a degree, we would completely miss the island or islands of Hawaii. And only because we took a small little thing, but over a 10,000 mile trek, we're in a completely different destination. So think in terms of that sense, making more deposits each day, small deposits into your bank account, and then less withdrawals. And as you build up your health account, and when you finally take withdrawals from your bank of your health account, guess what? You're taking it away from your interest, not your principal. So that's a very, very important metaphor I like to use. And by the way, I said this on the show as well, the 100 Huntley Street. So I said, you know what? If you had $1 million Lamborghini, I did say this yesterday on the podcast, if you had $1 million Lamborghini, you wouldn't feed it the worst fuel, lowest octane fuel. You wouldn't. You'd feed it the highest octane fuel. Well, guess what? Your body's a Lamborghini. You're a Lamborghini. And the truth of the matter is, most people look, you talked about Cam, you talked about how, I take my health for granted. I could live off junk food and it'll sustain me only for so long. But even if you look at a Lamborghini from the outside and all you did was take care of the outside and what you could see from the outside. You waxed it, you took care of it, you inflated the tires regularly, you washed it, you did everything you could, but you never took care of the inside. And all you did was take care of the outside of it without actually taking care of the health of the inside, the engine, the motor, all these things, did the regular tune-ups and all these things. Guess what? And you didn't fuel the right fuel. I don't care if it's $1 million Lamborghini. Eventually, the engine's going to fail, the motor's going to fail, and it's not going to last as long, and it's not going to perform as well at the highest level. So you've got to start taking care. And here's another thing. Most people spend the first half of their life trying to make their wealth at the expense of their health, and the second half of their life spending their wealth to get back their health. I've actually known a couple of people that have actually said that to me. I spent my whole life, basically the first half of my life, working, busting my butt, having breakdowns, burnouts, going to the doctor, and only to make as much money and then retire completely unhealthy, and then have all these issues, and then having to spend all this money on doctors and all these things to get my health back. Why not do both? Focus on your health, because your health is your wealth. Your wealth is your health. Do both. Just make the commitment to go, my health is my wealth. Just like Camden, he's only 20 years old. He's making the commitment to invest in his health, invest in healthy foods, invest in supplements that will amplify and magnify his life and increase and enhance his immune system. So, but yeah, that's what we want to do. So taking small steps, whatever your big vision is, for your health, whether it be lose 20 pounds, make that commitment to say, here's the thing. As we sort of progress into the 12 weeks, here's what I want you, each and every single listener, to do. I want you to set a goal, set an objective right now. Here's your first step. Set an objective. What do you want to accomplish in your health journey, your weight loss journey, your fitness journey in the next 12 weeks from January 10th, 2019 to what are we at? January, February, March, April, first week of April 2019, what would you like to do? Whether it be lose 10 pounds of body fat, whether it be to work out 5 days a week for 20 minutes, take up a yoga class, take Tai Chi, do weight training, which is what I highly recommend you do. Definitely do some weight training, cardiovascular, whatever it is, or just add a salad a day and eat a salad every day for the next 12 weeks. I mean, that would be a great, great goal too. Or even just drinking more water, starting your day with more water, whatever it might be. Set an objective that sort of scares you and excites you and makes you kind of think, and so you can develop some good habits. But just understand, your health is your wealth. Make sure you're rich when you're healthy and vital, and then you can perform well in your work, in your job, in your career, in your relationships, your spiritual journey, whatever it might be. So thank you for joining us on this beautiful podcast. It's great to be back in 2019, and we're here to amp up your health and your energy. So to your continued upgrade and evolution, live it up with power, purpose, and passion to your great endeavors. If you love this show, I don't want to end it there. If you love the show, comment, like it, ask questions, share it to people that you love and care for. So thank you for joining us today. I love you people out there. Thank you guys.